But yeah, my video basically cut out. But what I was saying before it cut out is like, fucking, what was I saying? Oh yeah, somebody can draw a stomach pain, but they can't. No. Somebody can feel stomach pain, right? Like you can feel pain in your body. You can't always like if somebody were to ask you like, draw me that pain, describe me that pain. Like, could you really? Could you really draw it though? Well, I mean, I guess maybe now. I mean, I was thinking when he first said that to me, like, we know like what a parasite looks like. Like we know what like what a stomach bug might look like you know what I'm saying. It could be just fungus. It could just be something. You know what I'm saying. Maybe it could be like a stomach bug. We know what that kind of looks like. You know what I'm saying. Like we know what a fungus looks like. You know, E. coli. We know what all these little organisms could be them doing that. You know, I don't think maybe it's impossible to draw stomach pain. And he says, "Well, how do I feel God?" You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you what he looks like. I've never seen him before, but I can feel him. And I say, well, I mean, maybe what you're just feeling is unity. You know what I'm saying? We humans can feel powerful about a lot of things, even if they're not, necessarily real or necessarily there. Like we can feel powerful just by, being around people that all have a unique connection to something. Like we all share one we all share one unified connection to God. You know, when you're at church, you feel around like-minded people. Feel like what I'm saying, especially if you're having a hard time, a hard day, or you feel like you have a hard life. You've had a hard year. You go to church and you feel I'm doing something right. Especially if you're somebody who's like hard on themselves or something, or you don't feel like you're doing much right. You go to church, all of a sudden you feel like you're doing the best thing ever. You feel like you're actually doing something that is worth it. You feel like you're actually making something out of yourself. You feel like you're doing something that's worth it. You feel like you're you're doing good with your life. You may feel like you're doing good with your life by going out there and preaching the word of God, and if, what I'm saying, all power to you. But I feel like what I'm saying, like all that could just be like I felt that way too towards like my girl. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, of course, I did know her and stuff. But like, I don't find it too hard to believe that you can feel that kind of like love and admiration for something just because you necessarily haven't seen it before. I don't think it's too far fetched. I'm pretty sure there's probably been like a study on that. Like I used to love my girl, you know what I'm saying? I would feel heartaches. Like, yeah, we humans feel like crazy stuff we probably shouldn't be feeling, you know what I'm saying? We probably have some like unknown senses. I'm pretty sure we do. We have like unknown senses that nobody ever really talks about. We feel heartaches. Like I'm pretty sure we probably have souls. So if we have souls, it's not unlikely to believe that maybe religion is real, and maybe our souls get carried out somewhere after we died, and maybe ghosts are people who get stuck, or maybe they just have unfinished business, or maybe they just want to chill. Maybe they just want to see, like, saying, how things unfold. Like, if that's the case, like, we really have souls, like, that's great. I would hope that we have souls, actually, but I mean, maybe, who knows? Does that prove religion? I mean, I guess it does. It proves that we have higher energy, you know what I'm saying? We are higher energy beings. Maybe after we die, maybe that's not the end. And I would hope not. I would hope that dying is not the end. That's pretty much what almost everybody wants, is that, hopefully it's not the end. Unless if you're suicidal, which in that case, I'm so sorry. But yeah, most people wouldn't want it to be the end. I certainly don't want it to be the end. I would love for there to be spirits, and for me to have, like, my soul, not spirits. I would, like, not necessarily, like, I would love to have my soul, and maybe it gets taken somewhere after I die. Hopefully somewhere great. Hopefully, like, a place like heaven. But who knows, man? All I know is that it's definitely possible. It's definitely possible to go out there and feel love for something that doesn't exist. Like they say, how can I feel love for something that doesn't exist? I'm honestly more than confident that that's a possibility. I feel like I could honestly do that if I really tried and put my mind to it. Like it's not too far fetched. Like it may sound like it a bit, but it's not really. I'm pretty sure there's been like a study on it. Like that's why we feel like heartaches and stuff. Like you really love something, you really love it. You know what I'm saying? You feel this like warmth and love towards God because every Christian is led to believe that God, and I'm not saying that he's not, but like everybody believes that he's just there out there caring for you, doing nothing but looking out for you and protecting you, and any single like thing that happens that is like kind of like out of the ordinary, like something that isn't like the most common occurrence, they instantly point to God and say it was God. Like, what if you just got lucky? Like, you do realize fucking shit. Like, you do realize, like, math and, the way everything works. They do, that may be another argument, the way how everything works together, how there's like a kind of like how mathematics works so well in the universe and it kind of works everywhere. And you know what I'm saying, like everything kind of has like a line of code. Maybe that could explain a simulation more than a religion, but you know what I'm saying, like everything works like it has a property, you know what I'm saying, everything kind of has like the same property, and it's like you can study it with math and it can work. Everything has like a way to study it with like a certain kind of like science and math. But does that really prove Jesus? Like, I mean, like, if you believe the Big Bang, like that pocket of energy can't come out of nowhere. Like what realm are we in? Like what was hosting that blackness pit of emptiness that just had a little bit of energy that blew up out of nowhere because it was unstable? Like, since that unstable bit of energy was unstable, everything that came out of that bit of energy would be unstable, likely. It's obvious. Like, that's why our geopolitical climate and the way that humans are today and the way that everything is today, like, you think that we're advanced, but maybe not, because we're unstable human beings. You got fucking rapists out here. You got killers. Like, we're so advanced. We're the smartest. We're like the apex predators of the earth, not even having like the strongest features. We're not the fastest. We're not the strongest. We're not the tallest. We're not the biggest. We're not the heaviest animals on earth. Yet we're the apex predators because we're the most intelligent. Like, that's literally the best thing to have. That's the best perk over any of them, is to be intelligent. Because then we can build shit, you know what I'm saying? Then we can build tanks to take out shit. Like, sure, they're, you know what I'm saying, more physically, you know what I'm saying? Like, more physically, like, impressive. The animals are. But then when we build a tank, they don't stand a chance. Not even a 1%. They're like a 0.0000001% chance of ever winning that fight. Which is why intelligence wins. But you know what I'm saying? But then you're still like, we're still not intelligent like that. Like, you really got killers, you got rapists, you got all these type of bad people in the world, and I know like they do make a minority. Like, I feel like people fail to realize that the majority of people on Earth are actually pretty much kind of good people. I wouldn't say good people necessarily, but they're like decent or half decent people. You know what I'm saying? Like not hateable people, not like terrible people. But it's like, I wish that there was more good people. I feel like that's just what there's not enough of. But yeah, like, I feel like, since if you were to believe the Big Bang theory, it could make sense a little bit. I don't know where that energy come from. That doesn't make sense. But it could make sense because like everything that came out of that big blast is unstable. Like, that's why we die. That's why stars die, because they can't maintain themselves for that long. Things get unstable, and then at some point, eventually they blow up because they're unstable. You know what I'm saying? They can't just stay still in one spot and just chill there forever. Like, no, it's unstable, so they gotta blow up, just like humans. You know what I'm saying? And everything else on this planet, like it's gotta die sometime. You know what I'm saying? It's unstable. Could make sense, but where did that pocket of energy come from? You can't just simply have a pocket of energy there sitting there. Like, where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it hosted upon? Like, what was it just chilling on? Like, what? Like, it was it a realm? Like what realm was that on? Are we just one realm of many? Is there actually like alternate universes and shit? Is time travel real and everything? Like, has it already been done? Nikola Tesla, I mean, in the FBI files, CIA files, whatever, it said he was from a different fucking planet. Go look it up yourself if you don't believe me. It's the truth. The FBI files, it says Nikola Tesla is literally from the planet Venus. It says he's an alien from the planet Venus. Like, how crazy is that shit, bro? How fucking crazy is that? Are we to believe that? Were they wilding? It also said that somebody, it also said that there's like psychics. But then again, also in one of those studies, like I think from the CIA or FBI, it said that there's like a kind of like psychic or somebody who has like greater sense. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who has like unlocked a greater sense than the rest of us. I don't think it might be a third eye, maybe. I don't know though. It was just something. I don't remember what it said. There's a file for it. Like, somebody had like unlocked a greater strength, and they used it. Like, they sat this person down, and she was able to literally geolocate where something was. Like, literally no radar, no satellite could pick it up. Like, they asked her, like, where is our people? Like like there was like a plane that was carrying a bunch of Americans. It like, or like two of them. It like it had fell down somewhere. Like the plane like had an emergency landing, like, or it like blew up. It was like equipment of the U.S. and they didn't know where it was. It was like somewhere in Africa maybe, and no radar or nothing. No, like they couldn't pick it up. They couldn't find it anywhere. They couldn't scan it anywhere. They didn't know where the fuck it was. So they got this person to sit down, and she was able to geolocate it, like literally by using just one of her senses. They didn't give her any map or anything. She just mentally saw it, and she told them like, "This is where it is." They went to those locations that she gave them, and that's where it was. Like you like. I'm pretty sure I remember reading something about that, and I actually went to go to the files and to kind of like proof check it myself, and I do believe it was. It's actually the truth. It's another file. Are we really to believe what they're saying to us? Like that's actually like public material. Like we can read that, you know? Like is that meant to be like a fictional work of art? Cause like that's actually like that could possibly prove people can open up their third eyes. But if they can open up their third eyes, like what does that mean? Like that opens up a whole fucking new fucking jungle. That opens up a whole new rabbit hole of, is the government really trying to kill us? You know what I'm saying? Georgian guidestones, this and that. Like, do they really want population control? Do they really want to control us? Like, is that really why COVID is out here only killing like old and young people? Because they feel like they're more of a liability, and they're really just trying to slow down the population. Because obviously it is kind of becoming a bit of a problem, but it's unethical to try to change that by like killing people. Let's be real. Yes, it's a problem, but it's just super fucking unethical and immoral to try to change that by fucking taking innocent lives. Like, you're not fucking doing that, shitters. Honestly, though, I mean, if they did decide to do that, could we really stop them? I mean, I hate to, look at it that grim. I mean, I think that we can. Honestly, let's keep positive. Let's keep more positive than the videos from yesterday, because I filmed, like, more videos yesterday, but I never uploaded them. I felt like they were just a bit too grim. I'm trying to keep more of a more open-minded, you know what I'm saying? Like, potentially positive outlook on things. I think that there is something maybe we could do, you know what I'm saying? If we all come together, back to the original thing that I was saying in my last video, if we all come together, we can, you know what I'm saying, we can take this shit out. Like, if we all fucking look past the division that they've created amongst us with fucking political parties, you know what I'm saying, like fucking Democrats and Republicans, who gives a fuck? We're all under one nation, you know what I'm saying? We're all meant to be working together here for one common goal. Like, the government's really screwing all of us over. $600 stimulus checks, so what the fuck is that? They're really screwing us the fuck over. Like, they don't care about us. They've been the biggest fucking failure this year and last year. They've been the biggest fucking embarrassment. Like, this is gonna go down in history, bro. Like, different countries are gonna be teaching this shit and talking about how fucking happy they are that they're not in the United States because of how much of a fucking embarrassment we were. Like, they really let us down. They're not working for us, bro. The government's not really doing what they're meant to be doing. They're not doing what they're saying they're doing, bro. They're not out there really working for us, bro. They don't have our best interest in mind. Let's be real here. So we need to work together. We need to come up. We need to make change. We need to ask for change. Thomas Jefferson, our founding fathers, fathers. I can't even talk anymore. Our founding fathers, like, they literally wanted that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already told y'all, Thomas Jefferson didn't expect the Constitution to stay up or like last, or like the system. He didn't expect any of it to last longer than 20 years. Like, that's why everything in the Constitution kind of like in its own right kind of like refers to, you know what I'm saying, it all kind of refers to people making changes to it, you know what I'm saying? Like, it constantly reminds you, especially with like the First Amendment and shit, and like and stuff like that, like, you can call for change. Like, if y'all call for change, it is our duty to, listen and see about making that change if we feel it's good and proper and necessary, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we all come together, you know what I'm saying, maybe we can we like reform. We can deal with all the things that we need to deal with now, and then maybe deal later with all the crazy stuff. But like, let's deal with what we got to deal with, you know what I'm saying? Like, black people dying on the streets, we got to stop that. Division, stop that. We got bigger things about. Potential World War III, stop that. Potential Civil War, stop that, bro. We're literally 6 days, like, literally, we're 1 week into 2021, and already, motherfucker, like, shit is getting crazy, bro. Already shit is out of control. Already shit is out of hand. We're 1 week in, bro. 1 week. Please, let's not let this be a repeat, bro. Like, you already got motherfuckers commenting, jinxing 2021, talking about some, oh, here we go again, another horrible year. Like, shut up, bro. We're 1 week in, don't jinx it, bro. Nobody wants a fucking repeat, bro. Nobody. But whatever, man. We all just need to come together, man. We need to figure shit out. I feel like we're too divided nowadays. We're focusing on the wrong things. I feel like we need to find a way to be united. You know what I'm saying? Be united with everything. Like, fuck all the bullshit. Fuck the conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? We need to be, united. We need to be truly united. We need to figure out like what's good with religion, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that? Like, is religion, like, is there actually something to it, you know what I'm saying? The religion that we all believe in, Christianity, like, most of us is just handed down upon us. We don't really have a choice. Like me, I was born into a Christian family. I literally used to live in a church. I didn't really have a choice. It's basically almost like kind of forced down on me. I didn't really have a choice. It wasn't really my choice to go and pursue Christianity. It was pretty much just forced down upon me. And I was able, over time, maybe not going to church kind of assisted me in doing that quicker. Like, maybe if I went to church and did all that and did all this, maybe it would have been a slower process, but I feel like it would have still happened because I'm an open-minded person. I kind of faded away from it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I kind of started to formulate my own thoughts, and I thought a lot of the things that, my fellow quote-unquote Christians, like, a lot of things that these people believe, like, they don't match up with what I deem morally correct at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? They're out here saying gay is a sin, gay is all this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're out here saying some wild, outlandish stuff, and I'm just like, no, this is not, this just doesn't feel right to me. Like, in my gut, this doesn't feel right. This doesn't feel right at all. Like, literally, two of my best friends were literally bi, and gay. Like, they were cool-ass people. Like, this doesn't sit right with me. So then that's when I started questioning my stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I was able to formulate my own thoughts, and I feel like that's what a lot of people gotta do. But yeah, man, like, we gotta figure out this shit. We need to stop all this stuff. It's just like, there's so much stuff nowadays that you don't know what's what. Like, everybody's got something crazy going on. Like, bro. I don't know, bro. There's too much shit. Like, for somebody like me, bro, it's impossible to figure out, like, like, I'm personally a mediator. That's I'm getting into something completely different right now. Like, I recently took a personality test. I'm a mediator. It's like an INFP or something like that. So I'm somebody who kind of, like, right now I don't know what I want to do in my future. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to know. I don't. No, I don't. Not that I don't want to know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for work. I don't know. I probably won't go to college. To be fair, I mean, from everything I've heard, it's not needed. To me, it just seems like a waste of time and a scam. I fucking hate the school education system and how it works. That probably needs to be reformed because they don't really teach you anything of fucking use. For most people I've heard, it's a waste of time, to be honest. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of time. But yeah, like, I'm a mediator, and I'm somebody who, I was reading and it said, it's true. It's kind of like one of those things with kind of like astrology. Like, you read it and then you're like, wow, this is actually kind of true. I feel like I can really see myself fitting. Like, that's actually how I be, though. But, like, even more, because this is your personality style. Like, they really make you take tests, and then they tell you, like, what you really are. Like, you know what I'm saying? This isn't just based on luck when you were born. Like, that's your personality test. Like, and it's true. Like, I'm somebody who kind of, struggles to find a way. I don't really know what it is. You know what I'm saying? If there is no fulfillment to it, then I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to simply work like a 9 to 5 job like everybody else. There's no shame in it. I just feel like I don't want to waste my time. Like, I've heard this good saying, like, I know we're not down on this earth to simply wake up, go to school, go to work, and die. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not simply put on this earth to simply wake up and go to work every day and be miserable. Like, nobody wants to be miserable. Like, yeah, you gotta get that bread, and sometimes you gotta go out of your comfort zone. Especially, in the beginnings, you know what I'm saying? When you're first starting out, like, you really gotta step out of your comfort zone and shit. But, like, if it isn't something that I feel like I'm gonna be fulfilled doing, and that I feel like it's gonna be my calling, that's literally what it said. It's like, it said that if I don't feel like it's like my calling, then I simply won't be attracted to it, and I won't put my all into it. Like, mediators like me, we kind of want our job to feel like our calling. We feel like it's kind of like calling out to us, and that it's like meant to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're really fulfilled by it. We enjoy doing it, and if I don't enjoy doing it, then I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? And in that way, it's like kind of like, like yearning for a sense of belonging. You know what I'm saying? That's something that a lot of mediators struggle with. Like, we feel like we don't belong. Like, we're we're like, mediators make up a small percentage of the population, so we're like a personality type that is very hard to be understood, which is probably why it's hard to understand any of the ramblings I just fucking went on about. Likely, um, but we're people that are hard to be understood, so you know what I'm saying, like, we find it hard to be understood, so like we find it a bit harder to find like a sense of like, belonging in the world. Like, we feel like we want that sense of belonging because we feel like we're always misunderstood, and we ourselves, we're super self-critical. We're caring, we're open-minded, you know what I'm saying, we're generous, we're like selfless. We like almost put others before ourselves, you know what I'm saying. But like, you know what I'm saying, like, I don't know what I want to do. I feel like I have too much, like, self, like, pity and stuff, and I have like no self-esteem, and I'm always telling myself like I feel like I'm not gonna be good enough. Like, I already know my ethic isn't that good. I'd be getting distracted so easily. Like, what if I'm at a job and I get distracted, like I zone off? What happens, like, when I'm late? I literally always am late. I'm super like late to school. Sometimes I'd be sleeping straight to that shit, even when I got like 5 alarms on. Like, you know what I'm saying, like I'm not the most organized person. I'd be like, I'm like lazy. I consider myself lazy, and I I don't, I have a fucking shit attention span. I have like one of the worst attention spans ever. Like, you guys don't even understand how bad it is. Like, how easy I lose attention when it's something that I simply just don't want to do. If it's something I want to do, I can be paying attention to it forever. I can be paying attention to it for like 36 straight hours. Kind of like how I've been paying attention to what I've been talking about like this whole time. But like, if it isn't something I want to do, I'll simply like, I feel like I don't have that sense where it tells me like, hey, if I just simply pay attention, you know, the pros of getting the work done, if I pay attention, are pretty much always gonna, outweigh the cons of doing your work right now. But for some reason, I just don't listen to it, and I end up dozing off, and I save it for later, and I waste my time. You know what I'm saying? I doze off throughout the whole entire class period. I'm on TikTok doing something, like, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like I know for a fact, bro. I'm not just saying it because that thing said it. So like, I know it's a fact. I've known for a while. Like, I don't want to do something if it doesn't feel fulfilled. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always looking for a sense of belonging. We mediators, like I was gonna say, we mediators kind of in society, we feel like we don't really know where we belong because no, people really don't understand us. You know what I'm saying? We're always misunderstood. So we never really know where we belong. We're always looking for a sense of belonging, and that's why, me being an open-minded person, wanting to know where I belong, like, I'm always asking these questions, like, what's right, what's wrong, like, what should I do, like, should I be prepared for something, like, should I be doing something, and I just simply don't know what's what. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit is so fucked nowadays, and it isn't even that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like this generation has it like 100 times better than the last generations, and somehow we're still like even more depressed than they were. I swear our suicide rate is higher than theirs. Like, tell me how the fuck that's happened. Like, tell me how the fuck humans have just this ability to just like the universe has a way to self like correct itself. Like, the universe has a way of recoursing, like re self correcting itself. Like, somehow we're out of war, mostly. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're out of war. We're not being drafted into a war. Hopefully not anytime soon either. You know what I'm saying? Like, knock on wood. But like, we're not getting drafted into a war. We're not, like, you know what I'm saying? We're not in like the midst of like a crazy, like, actually we kind of are in a recession right now, aren't we? But yeah, like like pretty much almost every single generation. Like, we're literally like in the luckiest generation to be alive as of now. I'm pretty sure the next generation after us is gonna be even luckier. But like, as time goes on and we make all these advancements, you know what I'm saying? We pretty much, like, every single generation that comes after the other one, unless of like, something like major catastrophic happens, like like every single generation that comes after the next one, like, they're pretty much like luckier to be alive. You know what I'm saying? Like they like have it like easier than the previous generation did. They have better medicine, they have better things. Like, now we have better tech. I could communicate with somebody in China in 20 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Like we're more connected than ever, while simultaneously not connected at all. You know, but like yeah, like we have it so much better than the last generation. Yet somehow we're out here super fucking sad. Like we're more sad than they were. We're more fucking. We bitch more about our lives than they did. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. Like, why do we always self correct? Like, why are we never really satisfied as human beings? Why do we always feel like we're missing something? And why do people with power always want to abuse it? You know, like why is it like yeah, like it's always like a recurrent theme. Like that's why, you know what I'm saying, like in the Bible, I don't believe it's too far fetched to believe that they could have prophesied that all this stuff would be happening now. Like it's happened before. It's happened like just in like the 100 years pretty much. Like all of those things that are prophesied in the Bible that are pretty much happening now, it's all happened in like the past 100 years too. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always like a reoccurring theme. Like we why like we should know, like anything that we can avoid, we simply should avoid at all costs. Like I feel like we're at that age now where we can, if we can avoid something, we definitely should be. We have no excuse to not be doing it. Like, you know, genocide, come on, bro. We're fucking better than that. It's 2021 now, bro. Genocide, war, are you fucking kidding me? Like nobody wants to go through that shit, bro. Nobody. And you know, people with power like abuse it always. Like you can never trust them. Like they're money hungry. Like why are we always like why are humans always so hungry for more? Like we're never satisfied with ourselves, bro. We're never satisfied. That's why my name on PlayStation and everything used to be never satisfied, because we as humans, our nature is never satisfied. We are never satisfied with what we got, no matter what, no matter who you are. Even Justin Bieber with a hot ass wife, or rich young man, rich handsome young man with a hot wife, who's like a millionaire, who's pretty much got it all. I know he pretty much sacrificed a lot of his shit for us. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh my God, he sacrificed his childhood for us." Is it really a sacrification? I mean, he just sacrificed his like his private life, really, his privacy. That's it, really. Other than that, now everybody knows him. He's rich and he's set. Like he really made a song called "Lonely." Like I'm not saying that the young bull didn't like I'm not saying that he had nothing like he didn't really feel emotion when singing that song, but it's like you're literally a rich white young bull with a sexy wife, and you're famous and successful like Justin Bieber. I'm sorry, bro, but I'm struggling to see like what are you missing? Like you have it all. Like I would die for a life like that. So many people like that's an ideal life for us, and somehow he's still making songs like "Lonely." Beautiful people still think they're not beautiful enough. They're always comparing themselves to somebody else. Like we're just never satisfied. People at the top, you know, big pharma companies, they let greed take control of them. You know, they literally don't care if you're out here dying on the street. They don't care if you're out here dying of cancer. As long as they can keep making money off of their fucking shit. As long as they can keep profiting, they're gonna kill whoever fucking comes out with the next big breakthrough in science. They're gonna kill them. They're gonna silence them if they can't make profit off of that fucking thing that they just created. You know what I'm saying? It's happened before. People have been silenced. CIA got the heart attack gun. We all know that's not a fucking false thing. Like people are really being silenced and shit, and you know, like greed and bitches and you know, greed, power, it runs the world, bro. We need to change that. Like that's why I don't fuck with capitalism. I'm not a socialist. I'm not like a communism. This whole thing isn't about calling for socialism or capitalism. But yeah, I never really finished that one thing that I was talking about, isn't it? That's what I'm gonna end on right here. That's what I'm gonna end it on. About what I was talking about when I was talking about you know, like socialism and communism and shit. Like they say, like open opportunity and like you know, equal opportunity for everybody. But look at everything that's happening now. You see how many people, you see how much of the, you know, the entire wealth of the United States literally the 1% own. Like because of that 1%, life is pretty much miserable for us. They find every single way to evade tax while we can't do that, or it's not, you know, really practical for us to try to evade tax. You know what I'm saying? Like they avoid tax, they put it in fucking offshore bank accounts. They fucking go to Texas or some sort of tax haven state. You know what I'm saying? Like they do everything in their power, and they get fucking millions of dollars stimulus checks, or they get, you know, bailed off of, you know, paying like 700. You know, the billionaires get paid off of like, you know what I'm saying? Like they get bailed off of paying like $800 million in taxes. Like you know how you. like, bro, we're not struggling. Like, we're not struggling as a company. They could have paid us 2,000. They could have paid every family in the United States like $4,000. Like, do you realize how rich we are? Like, we just simply don't have our priorities in order. We could have simply done a little bit of allocation, like remessing with it a little bit of the allocations to where we put our money in, and bam, we would have been set. You know what I'm saying? That $800 million that now we fucking that we fucking gave that fucking billionaire a cop out for, that just fucked us all over. You know what I'm saying? I hope you're happy with that. I hope that means equal opportunity. I hope that equal opportunity really matters enough for you for that. But like I said, this isn't a call for communism or any of that. Like I said, or socialism. But like, bro, like literally the 1% control like 50% of all of America's wealth. I sized it a little bit, but like seriously, bro, it's fucking terrible. Like the 1%, bro. The 1%, because of them, like they'd be getting high fucking authority, everything. Like if we ever had to evacuate Earth, if we ever had to go to Mars, or the first people to go to Mars, or the first people to go anywhere, they're getting like first hands boards on tickets. You ever seen 2012? How they had to build, how China had to build those like three arcs, those three boats to fit the most people that they can in a limited amount of time. They were only able to build like two or three boats in time, and like the only people that ever got in were like the rich people, and they had the quarters. They had like their own little like fancy little quarters. Like that one guy got mad because he was like, what are these quarters? We could fit like 10 people, like 20 people in here. You know what I'm saying? Like they were more worried about the rich feeling lavish in a world doomsday ending event than actually saving more people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the rich would pretty much buy up all the seats on that yacht, on that ark. They would buy it all up. They would buy it all up, all the seats on a rocket to go to fucking space. Like, it's simply dangerous to have people out here with this much money, bro. It's too dangerous. Money runs the world, bro. Money can get you pretty much anything, bro. You could silence anybody. You could do something. You could possibly pay off anybody. If you have enough money, you can probably pay off almost anybody, to just keep quiet about it and get away with it. Like, it's not safe to have people have that amount of money. Of course, if you deserve it, right, you deserve it. But, like, fuck, man. Like, you can't be making them out here evade tax. Like, what the fuck, bro? Whatever, man. I'm gonna end it at that, bro. I'm gonna see y'all later, bro.